Trump just ended Obama's mass Muslim migration deal. Now all hell is breaking loose. For too long, the global elites have been doing their best to water down American culture by pushing mass illegal immigration and Muslim refugees into our country. The globalists know that to break America, they need to destroy our infrastructure, which is our way of life and cultural identity. For decades, this has been happening under the guise of multiculturalism and diversity, liberal buzzwords that sound better than what they honestly mean. Their sinister plan was working well for years, and then was kicked into high gear after Barack Obama, a globalist puppet, was elected in 2008. Obama was able to fundamentally transform America by changing the narrative of and brainwashing millions of young millennials into believing white America was the cause of evil in the world. Obama then flooded our borders with illegal immigrants and worked with the United Nations to bring in thousands of Muslim migrants into our country that had no plans to assimilate into our culture. Now, after years of witnessing our country's culture being shredded apart, President Trump just took a massive stand and ended Barack Obama's Muslim migration deal, and all hell is about to break loose. In a stunning blow to the liberal plan of destroying America, the United States has successfully withdrawn from another an Obama-era agreement with the UN on mass migration. Back in 2016, countries all around the world agreed to take in migrants as well as refugees that were displaced from war. The declaration aimed to ensure the rights of migrants, help them resettle and provide them with access to education and jobs. The initiative was ambitious, needless to say, and it was to be finalized in 2018, but when it is completed, it will be without the United States. On Saturday, the U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley announced to the United Nations that we would no longer be a part of the global initiative to take in more migrants and refugees. Haley stated that the Global Compact undermined the United States' sovereignty and that we as a country would decide our own policies on migration and immigration. Our decisions on immigration policies must always be made by Americans and Americans alone, she said. We will decide how best to control our borders and who will be allowed to enter our country. The U.S. today said it has pulled out of Global Compact on migration, arguing that the Obama-era negotiated UN deal contains numerous provisions that are inconsistent with its immigration and refugee policies and the Trump administration's immigration principles. President Trump determined that the U.S. would end its participation in the compact process that aims to reach international consensus at the UN in 2018, the U.S. mission to the United Nations said in a statement.